Hi everybody, this is Neon, Neon 30003. Thought I'd show you my Minecraft storage system, which is down here in the basement, which is a really nice solution. So this is the selection area. So if you pick something like, I don't know, loot, so there's a big indicator light. Here comes the cart. So there's all the loot. There's a couple of stacks in each one of these, and so you press reset and say pull the timber. So there's the timber, so send that back. So I'll show you how this works. There's stuff in all of these. The heart of the system is this bank of switching system, which is basically an RS NOR. So each two of these make an RS NOR. So if when you press a switch, it lights the torch, which sends the input off to each bank. So if this one's on and you turn this one on, it will turn that one off, and vice versa. So if you power this one, say, then that will power this one, which will send power into this piston, which will release the minecart, which is timber in this case, and that will send the cart out to the selector area, which is in that little tunnel there, and so it drops down here from up there. Once you press the reset, it powers this track, which sends the cart off again and sends it up, and it comes to this T-junction, which decides whether it goes left or right depending on which bank of switches down there you've pressed, the first 6 or the second 6. Excuse me. Then the cart comes in, and this track is switched depending on, well, the track is switched for whichever one you've picked, and then the cart gets dropped into here. These are sealed units except for down the bottom, and that allows the so that sometimes when the cart falls it gets misaligned, but being sealed and landing on top of a fence post, which is down there, then it straightens out the carts. So oh, there's a thing missing here. There's a so that's missing a thing there. Where are we? Yep. So then you've got once you've done the cart's been called to the station, it needs to go back, and so the input's here. So a wire gets picked off here and sent through a long delay. Each one set to 4, and so you can see they're all set to 4. So the wire comes into this vertical wire and triggers this track switching. Now this is the standard way. This is the way it's normally when this is the way that the track is set normally, and so it switches only when you've selected a cart. And so when you select a cart, the cart comes out down there, goes in, and during its journey this track switches about 20 seconds later, and so then you get what you want out and call it, then send the cart back. And it's about a 20-second delay. Is enough time for the cart to come back and go into its stack. Doesn't matter which one you do, and the cart goes back in, and then the track switches back to this mode. When you build this, you first build this one, and obviously this one never gets changed. This track here never gets changed, but this is the one that you do the timing on first. You get the timing for this one because it's the furthest away from the selection panel. Get the timing for this one working properly, then you can use that timing for all the rest, because if you can get the cart to go in here rather than through this way, then that timing will work for all of them. And then over here, the only difference between the left side and the right side is this rail. So again, the power is picked off from the inputs, which powers this rail, which is controlling this T-junction over here. So if you pick the last 6 switches, as you can see here, the right 6 wires all lead to the right side. So any one of those wires will power this rail, and these repeaters here are preventing power from coming back in and sending all the carts off. So this powers this rail, which comes up through here, goes through a long delay, which is the same sort of delay as over there, and triggers this track, which sends it that way. So any carts will, where this wire has been activated, all carts will go this way. So this is the inbound track for the right bank, and the outbound track for the right bank. And you can see the delay system is the same on this side. It's pretty much the same for all of them. Every single one of these has got stuff in it. Doesn't really matter which one you pick, they've all got stuff. Some have got 2 carts, some have got 3, it just depends on our needs. So everything's got something in it. Mob items, coal, and now the only this works 100% of the time in single player and in multiplayer. It's completely, as long as you use it properly, it'll have no problems with it. The only hiccup that will occur is if you don't use it properly. And so if you call a cart, say, I don't know, cobble, cobble's coming from, I think, the first of the right bank. So that's the cobble. You call that, and if you then say press food, well, that will send that cart off, but instead of going back to the cobble stack, it will end up going to the food stack, which is whichever one you pressed. So you have to make sure that every time you call a cart, you press the reset to send it back where it came from. Then you can press the food. You don't have to wait for it to get there. Because they're on inbound and outbound or on separate tracks, you can just press it immediately. So there's the food, send it back, call the timber one, and that's the way that works. And of course, I've dressed the room up a bit. So now I'll show you a quick tutorial on how to build the basic elements of this. So if you just wait a minute, I'll pause the video and jump into my Redstone Lab. Okay, so welcome back. This is excuse me, my Redstone Lab, and so this is the basic system set up with your inbound thing here and your outbound there and your reset switch. So here you've just got 2 of the bank. So this is the basic element. So you need 2 of these to work. So I'll show you how to build this. And I'm not going to build all of that, just the switching system. So I need some timber, and I need a stair. So let's just start here, and we need 3 blocks here, and jump up here, and we put some redstone on there. This is the reset one, and then we want a stair there just to cover the wire so you don't see it. We can get rid of those, and we can also pick up a piston and a track. And so now we just build this up. And oh, damn it, now I need a button. It's always the way. So buttons there, whoops, and one there, and a couple of torches here as indicator lights, and then you come down to here and you add a repeater there and there, a couple of blocks, a couple of torches, pick the side of the redstone here and put a block there, and another one, and another repeater here and here. Both of those are set to 4. Then we put some blocks on top of the torches, there, and a block there and there, and a repeater facing towards the selection panel. All of these other ones have been facing away, but these ones face towards. This is controlling the power for these torches here. and then blocks on top of those, and then we come down, and these two repeaters are also facing the selection panel. Don't forget to do that, or it won't work. And wire that, and two blocks there. Now we need a block there, and a block there. You need a block there, and there. This block here is to make sure that the wires don't cross over. So redstone torch there, a redstone there, a torch on the side, and some redstone there, there, and there. Don't put redstone here, and torches there, and we can put a repeater there, there, and some redstone there and there, and do another repeater, why not? And so that'll work now. So press the switch, that one changes, that one's on, press this one, turns that one on, turns the other off and turns it on, and the reset will set them up, turn them off. Okay, so now I'll show you how to build the other part of it. So let's get rid of that one, and we'll just pick off that. Oops, we need to put a repeater there just to stop that. And get rid of that. And we want a repeater there, and just power. This is going to power the piston. That's and we want some track there and there, and a block there, and get rid of that. Now we need a fence post. And put that there. Piston goes there, and then we just build it up. And make sure that I usually put on just a light there, and then above the light, seal it up. It'll do. Track goes there. And one more. And we need track there and there. And down here we're building up and adding track. You arrange this however you like. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on whatever space you're going to do it in. Doesn't matter about that. And that there. And we need a lever just to power that. And power that. And I won't bother about powering those. And oh yes, and there's also a oops. There's also a thing there. Oh yeah, hang on, now we've got to put some carts on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will do. So they're all just sitting in there, as you can see. So now if we fire it off, it will deliver a cart, which will just stop, because it's not going anywhere. So we fire that off. cart goes off. So let me just reset that. So now what you do is you pick off your wire, off your input here. Set all of these to 4. A couple more. One more. That'll do it. And now we're just going to go. Okay, and then just vertical wire. And that's the track switching done. So remember, you're going to have a another tower here, and that one is never going to be switched. So this is going to be the furthest one away from your selecting area, and then you're going to be adding your towers as you go. So let's just fire that, and you'll see that it switches the track, which of course doesn't go, and there's the track switched. And when you press the reset, of course that's not working because the tracks are not, it's got nowhere to go. So, and that puts the cart back. But in your normal system, this is enough. This is about how many repeaters I'm using, and that sets the track back. So just use however many repeaters you need in order to, because you've got your next stack here. So if the cart goes into the next one, then you're going to need more repeaters. So that's how you work out how many you need. And once you get it to go into the stack you want, then that's how many you need for basically all of them. And you go from there. Now, I've noticed that in multiplayer you can have about 12 of these, and it all behaves beautifully. But occasionally you'll get problems developing when you add more than 12. So there you go. That's basically how to do the whole thing. And you just add modules as you go. Each one of these is a module, and that's a module. And just add them as you go. And just remember that use your wiring like this so that you can alternate, because that way you can just run the wires alongside each other without getting cross circuits. So there you go. I hope you like that. And usually what I do is put some picture frames here with the items in it, because I don't like using signs. It's ugly. And so I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, then just leave me a comment. And oh yes, one thing I did forget to say. You've got your inbound rail is coming in through here, and however you like, it doesn't really matter. There you go. And you've also got a wall there to prevent contamination. I mean, to stop the cart. And you've got your wire coming down. Your wire coming down to power the track. So the cart comes in, bounces, hits the wall, falls down, and gets on the track. And then when you press the reset, that fires the track off. So you normally have it like this, rather than just one. Damn it, just one of those is enough just to get it boosted. And then from there you pick up the power there. So there you go. If you've got any comments or suggestions, then just leave me a comment. And if you've got any questions, then I'll try to answer any of your questions. Have fun, have a good day, and I'll see you later on.